Hey everyone, welcome to You Hate to See It. Back on Zoom for tornado reasons.
Uh, Fun fact, if the tornado hits my house, it will also probably hit Jeff's house.
Yeah, you
So,
guys live 10 minutes away from each other.
True. The
yeah,
only thing separating us is man-made road.
maybe it'll get
Interstate.
stuck there. Maybe it'll like
It'll
like
get
a video.
funneled through
Yeah, it'll
through
just
the
go down.
ravine of 355
Yeah.
because
Perfect.
that's how the physics
Yeah.
of tornadoes work.
So Shannon makes fun of me because
That's just the end of the sentence.
It should be
full stop.
Shannon
Whenever
makes fun of me.
I keep telling her that, well, I'm like severe weather will come in, like obviously east to west, and I'm like, well, what if it hits the lake and bounces off? And she just looks at you and goes, "That's not how weather works."
Well, once the tornado hits the water, it becomes a cyclone, so it's a completely different weather storm.
And then it comes back.
Now it's
It
a
bounces.
tornado again.
It's just it and then bounces
I
back.
like to think of it like a video game glitch where it keeps bouncing in between the two and it can't figure out where
It's like a
supposed
bug.
to go.
Yeah,
It's just stuck. It's just a little video game glitch,
Yeah.
just freaking out between
It's
the
like Pong.
two. Yeah.
This is awful. I also don't like cherry, so fruit punch truly was a really rough thing to start off with.
that sounds aggressive.
I have fruit punch whiskey and without any of the fruit.
I have. So I have two options.
Tomorrow I'll add some of this to your whiskey, Jeff.
Please no.
I have two options, gentlemen. I have
A 3-week-old McDonald's cup. Is this maple syrup? Why did that look like you picked up maple syrup? Yeah. The fact that you just have that next to your desk.
I knew it was next to his desk because I was at his house
Or-
the other day.
Or I can do an entire bottle of liquid magnesium.
Oh, the horse semen.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen-
mix them together?
No,
Do a shot 50-50.
I'm
Do it,
not
Nick.
doing that. No,
Dude.
Do
I'm
it,
not.
Nick.
I'm not getting peer pressure on a podcast.
It's
even though I
happened
even though I got peer pressured into the podcast.
It's happened before.
Fucking no. So this is what, 1 tablespoon, so 300 milligrams of magnesium citrate, and they're 32 that's
Days
like
in a year.
32 containers.
At least 32 days in the year.
Do you mean 32 servings per container? Because you said 32 containers.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking stupid. I'm also looking up a calculator. All right, so
Don't you have a cell phone
it's charging times,
and it doesn't charge right next to you?
I mean, it is, but fuck you.
Fair enough.
So we have 9,600 milligrams of magnesium right here in this bottle. I think that's enough to cause explosive diarrhea. I think I will just shit my pants. if I
How
touch this
much-
whole bottle.
How much iron would I have to ingest
To become magnetic?
to become Wolverine?
So that's not iron.
Yeah.
I
That
know,
is that's
I know that's
adamantium.
adamantium, but how much iron to have the iron equivalents of Wolverine?
You would need
So
an
many
entire
pills?
mine to fall on you.
How many pills?
your iron has nothing to do with your blood.
I think that's a lie. I think iron has a lot to do with your blood.
Or not with your bones. Sorry.
Okay.
It has to do with, it has to do with
I
your
was
blood.
like, I'm
I
pretty
was
sure
mixing
iron is
thoughts. I was
specifically
mixing- I was mixing- yeah,
carried in the
iron
blood.
because our blood is hemoglobin, if I'm remembering my biology correctly. So it's hemoglobin.
to be
and, like,
fair, the
hemoglobin bonds
adamantium-
with iron.
The adamantium is only grafted around his bones, so it's not really like his bones
Is
are
it
made
not
of
in
metal.
his bones? I thought it
No,
was
it's
in his
grafted.
bones.
I mean, they
Around?
do inject some of it in for the deep tissue inside your bones, but it's around his bones. His claws are bone claws that then turn into the knives because
Oh.
they go around the bone. Wolverine's
So
original claws
he's
are
a
bone.
tinfoil man.
He's just really
He's
afraid of
foiled.
aliens.
Yeah. He wears his tinfoil hat on the inside.
Where we all should wear it.
Yeah, so the aliens can't get your bones.
I think that's what I'm most afraid of now. Have you guys seen the video of the lobster guy who like catches lobsters off the coast of Maine and like will like give them a snack like a fish?
Yeah.
Someone's like talking about it, was like, so this is the equivalent of an alien coming down, picking you up, going, huh? To a thing that you don't know, giving you a snack, and throwing you just right back into the woods. And like piercing your fucking toe. So
Not is it pierce? I feel like for us it would be like cutting off a toe.
Yeah, it's like giving you a haircut because I guess it's part of the shell. So
Yeah.
it's like giving you a haircut.
Or yeah, like trimming one of your toenails.
Yeah, it's like trimming a toenail, like giving you a hot dog and telling you to fuck off.
Honestly,
A slab
This
of
sounds
ribs to
nice.
get the fuck out of here.
Like
It's an
he's just,
alien.
they're just holding you by
Well, not
your
only
arms,
that,
and you're just
they're-
like
they're-
this.
Not only that, you have to be female and pregnant.
Well, no, they'll clip the tail of males that are like too big because if they're too big,
Yeah, you
You're
can
not
only
good.
you
yeah,
can only
they have to be. Yeah,
because the big one, like the
big
it's
ones
for,
are breeders.
Yeah, it's for not immigration population.
It's for immigration control.
So
Thanks, Adam.
what minority in your head is a lobster, Adam? Which one? I'm curious.
I have so many things I could say, but after editing last week's episode, I don't want to. Last week's episode was the Trivial Pursuit episode, and let me tell you, that was a 36-minute episode that got cut down to 17 minutes, and unfortunately, that was all of Jeff and I.
Oh no! Did I
No,
fly too close to the
Nick,
sun?
I think you made one joke that I had to cut.
Oh.
All the rest of your jokes that were cut were because
They were bad.
Jeff and I just ruined everything.
Oh, okay. Fair.
That adds up. That
No,
adds
Nick,
up.
this is the one time that you were like,
This isn't my fault.
fine. Yeah.
I do.
I was like sitting there editing, like crying, laughing, being like, I can't put that in.
I don't remember that last episode. I was so drunk. I couldn't remember. I'll have Shannon like text me and like make a reference to it to like the episode, and it's like the third week of the fucking month, and I'm like, that I re-recorded that so fucking long ago.
Yeah,
I don't know
remember
what you're
when
talking about.
like when Grace and Mandy would do that
Yeah,
to us
yeah.
constantly, and we're like, we're 2 months ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Last year when we were doing interviews, I'd forget who the fuck these people were that we interviewed.
Yeah.
And that's
well.
our life update for
No.
I may be recording on a cow heading to Kansas next week, so that'll be fun.
That
It's a
is
Wizard
fun.
of Oz joke.
But
For you
I don't know.
simpletons.
Why are you on a cow traveling to Kansas thinking that that's the Wizard of Oz
That's the
joke?
Wizard of Oz joke.
the Wizards of Oz.
First
I
of all,
can't talk
there
for
was
some
only
reason.
one wizard, Nick.
You don't
And
know
second of all, Dorothy at no point rides a cow in any of the adaptions.
You don't know that. She
I
rides a
do
bull,
know
though.
that. I'm gonna be real honest with you. My mom
You
used
go
to be
online,
a
you
You
Wizard of Oz.
absolutely have not
find-
been on Rule 34.
You can find Dorothy riding a cow.
You have not been on the Wizard of Oz subreddit.
God,
Please no.
I actually think I am. My mom used to be a Wizard of Oz historian. Or not
Wow.
like but like
What?
she was like a collector / historian. Like we had in my childhood home, this is before the log house. My childhood home, one of the rooms was painted emerald green at all the walls, and posters and merch and collectibles and memorabilia and everything. The way I am with superheroes was how my mom was with Wizard of Oz, and she knew so many things about that. It was insane. And then when she went into depression and we moved, she just got rid of everything, like threw shit out.
That's what my dad did.
Yeah, my mom could have made probably $4,000 or $5,000
Thank
minimum.
God.
That was
And
off-putting.
well, for more life updates, I got a new job finally this month. I mean, it's been a slow process, but I work from home now, and that's fun. I'm still working. Oh, no, the computer turned off. I gotta turn that back on. I'm exporting.
Well, I got a work thing, so good luck.
Huh.
I don't know what else new is happening. I started working out.
Wow.
I
I've
I
done that
did
a couple times.
well. I started Friday mornings. I go to yoga now. Because
How does that work for someone with your body proportions of 85% legs to
and I went in there.
the rest of it being
and
head?
It was actually just me that showed up to the class because there's an advanced yoga class after, and people usually go to the beginner one as a warm-up for the advanced one, and a bunch of people didn't show up to the beginner one today, so it was just me and the instructor. We were there, and she was like, yes, like, why are you getting into this? And I was like, well, my wife and I are talking about having kids soon, and I
Wants to do it in some
Can't-
wild sex
no,
positions.
I can't sit on a floor. She's like, what do you mean you can't sit on a floor? And I was like, here. And I went and I sat down, and my body in an obtuse angle was like, this is stretching my legs right now. Like, I'm like leaning back, and I was like, I'm stretching my legs, like, because my knees want to bend. She's like, you're that unflexible? I was like, yeah. So this is why I'm at yoga now, to try and be able to like sit at a 90-degree angle on the floor and be comfortable, be able to cross my legs.
Nick and I are oddly very flexible for big men.
I can do like Cossack squats and shit. Like I can do assisted Cossack squats for some fucking reason.
I've never been flexible because I've always been so long, and being a goalie, you just gotta get post to post. And being my abnormally lanky body, I could get post to post without being flexible. So I never worked on flexibility ever. Today was actually the first time I've ever thought about
I'm
flexibility.
glad you heard that. I thought someone was breaking into my house.
It's not done.
It's not. I can hear it still going.
Um,
It's still there. It is. Hey,
No, it's still going.
Still going.
He
but
might
anyway,
die.
That was I'm
Oh, it's
already-
getting louder. Oh, and now Rocky's mad.
I'm having a panic attack.
Good.
Life update.
They're dying.
Things are
Definitely.
bad.
But yeah, so we spent 50 minutes stretching and doing different yoga positions, and she thought it was weird that how unflexible I am, but how flexible my upper body is. And I also find that strange that I could like do all these weird positions with my upper body, but could barely do anything with my bottom half. But I laid there, and she was pushing me into weird positions and stuff, and we were working on it. And she said, give me 3 months and I can get you doing the splits. And I was like, we'll fucking see about that.
Fuck
I
that.
was able to bench
You guys
295 this week.
You guys want to all just like work out for like 6 months and then just go join the CrossFit games, but none of us practiced anything with CrossFit?
I
No.
don't. CrossFit scares me.
I've done
Mhm.
CrossFit.
I don't want to do swimmer.
I
pull-ups.
didn't like it. I did everything I could to get out of it.
I just know about the stupid pull-ups.
The like,
Dumb.
yeah. I don't know why I chose my forearm wall things
It
to try to
hurt.
make that like stupid ass
One
fucking
of my
body
one of my
wave.
favorite videos is the guys like, "Hey, you know, fucking, you have to give up pull-ups or sucking dick. Basically, it's like people like CrossFitters. It hurts my jaw.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bench pressed 295 this week, so that was cool.
Nice.
I now officially bench press more than Jeff.
This is true. He does.
Yep. So
He does officially do that.
it was not pretty. It was very weird. When we dropped back down to 275, Jeff, my last set I went up and then started doing this. And JT's like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's a wild one, man.
I'm probably gonna wait a few weeks before I start doing weightlifting stuff, because I'm going Monday and Wednesday mornings. There is HIIT workout classes, and because I need like someone to keep me motivated to do shit, so I'm starting off with classes to get me like back into the groove of things and stuff, doing the yoga class and 2 HIIT workouts. And then once I kind of get the motivation to work out again on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll go do like an upper body day and then a lower body day for to lift weights in the mornings. And it's great. I can do that when there's no one in the gyms because I work from home and can make my own schedule. And I also only takes me 4 hours to do a full day's work at home. So it takes more time to export than it does for me to actually do my job.
I'm trying to think of everything that happened in this month, but I think
You guys had a wedding.
we did have the wedding. That was
You
fun.
also had your competition.
I did.
Yeah, let's talk about those. We got 10 minutes.
15. Yeah. Yeah. On the 19th, I had my second powerlifting competition ever. It was the Illinois State Championships. Went in. Adam was there and a couple of our other friends.
And as soon as I left, he then started doing really, really well.
Yeah. Well, let's not say that I didn't do well during squat. It was just squat. Those judges were fucking dicks.
So, well,
I don't think I could have gotten any lower without like after the second one, like my coach came back because they red lighted me the second. So like how powerlifting works is like there's 2 side judges and a front judge, and if you get 2, you're supposed to get all white lights, or at least 2 white lights. If you get 2 red lights or 3 red lights, then you failed. Like the lift doesn't count. And I got hit on both side judges both times for my starting weight of 396 for depth. And after the second one, my coach came in and he's like, I don't know what you're supposed to do. And when your coach, the one that's supposed to help you fix things, comes in and he's like, I don't know how we fix that, makes it not feel great.
Yeah.
Because he came in, he's like, I don't know what we're supposed to do. He's like, I think I'm just gonna
help me.
I was like, I think I'm just gonna sit down on the ground with the weight the next time. Like I'm just gonna get it and I'm just gonna sit down.
Well, like, so the guy side judge, he was like red lighting. I think I saw him do like 2 white lights the entire time I was there for squat. Like he was doing, everyone was getting a red light, but he was like the only one. And then the lady went and started giving, I think it was you and one other person that she was giving red lights to.
The other one was the other guy from my gym. There's only 2 of us from my gym that competed. Yeah, well, I guess not like from MSP. He doesn't actually train at like our location. But yeah, so I never got to try to even PR on squat. I came in at my starting weight, which like your first attempt is supposed to be something that like you can easily get. Like it's supposed to just be super easy and get you set up for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a glorified last warm up. Yeah, no, I didn't go over 396 in squat, and that literally to this day still pisses me off so much because I was supposed to go for like 430 and just I didn't even get to attempt to try to get there. It was just, hey, go fuck yourself.
I also, when I went in, did not realize it was an all-day affair. So I did not come prepared for an all-day thing, and I'm
Adam bought McDonald's and had it DoorDash to him.
Well, a lot like the other people that came to watch you, they just showed up with McDonald's, and I was like, that's weird, isn't that like 2 hours, 3 hours worth of stuff? Like I'll get through that. And we had talked about like, oh, we're gonna go out and eat a bunch of food when Jeff's done. I was like, great, I'll be hungry for a little bit and it will be fine. And then 5 hours goes by and I was like, when the fuck is anything happening? And then all of a sudden they go, and now we're gonna take a 15-minute break and do the next lift. And I was like, there's another. I did not know what was going on. And so like, and because Morgan and I had plans that we had made, because she was like, oh, when are you going to be done? And I was like, I don't see this taking more than 3 hours. And so at a certain time I was like, all right, hey Jeff, I have to leave because I can't sit here for the rest of this. And then he won.
I did.
As soon as I left, Jeff wins things.
Yeah,
Like,
Adam,
what a piece of shit.
Did you leave before bench?
No, I saw your bench.
Yeah. Yeah. So my bench, I only got to 270, which is a PR for me because I'm absolutely atrocious.
I didn't see all of your bench.
Yeah.
I saw the first half of what you were benching, but it was just like I didn't realize there's like 3 groups and it takes an hour to get through each group, and there's 3 3 lifts that you do.
Yeah.
So it's 3 hours per lift, and I was like, well, and so I was like, well, next time I know to bring a book, headphones, and food.
I didn't show up because I chose to work instead.
He did. He just literally straight up said, "Hey, go fuck yourself. I don't care."
I'm choosing money. I'm picking that sweet, sweet cash.
Yeah, and then I almost pulled off probably what would have been the craziest thing in my fucking life with the deadlift, because deadlift is the last thing you do. My last like max attempt on deadlift was supposed to be like 450 some pounds. So my second attempt was 441, which is a PR for me. I hit it, did it super smooth. It was great. And then I got done and I walked, like my coach walked up to me and he's like, "You want to just like fucking full send it and do something crazy?" I was like, "You know what? The day started awful. Let's just see what happens." He's like, "All right." And we walk up to the table to tell the people what my next attempt's gonna be. He's like, "Go for 501 pounds." And I was like, all right. And then the guy's like, how about you do 230 kilos? Because it's a nice even number in kilos. And I was like, sir, I don't even think I could lift 500 off the ground. I'm not going to go for 510. How about we go for just barely over 500 and not a little bit crazier? So we set up for 501. I get out there and I basically rip that fucker off the ground so fast. And I get it to my knees. And I get it to like just above my knees, and then all of a sudden my back's like, yo, bro, like that's real cool and all. But what if I told you like we are not locking your fucking hips out for you? And then my hands were like, yeah, well, if they don't decide to do that soon, we're gonna fucking just cramp and like fall apart. So I have over halfway deadlifted 501 pounds. But yeah, and then my total weight for the entire competition of all 3 of my lifts combined was 500 and like I don't know, like 500 some plus kilos, which comes out to I lifted 1,123 pounds total. And I am now currently the APF and the AAPF Illinois state champion for the 275 pound weight class.
Nice.
When are you going to get there, Nick?
275 or state champion?
Either, whichever comes first.
I've already told JT I will compete one time. I will compete only on bench and call it there.
How did the 82-year-old guy do?
The bench press guy?
Yeah, how'd he end up?
I think he set a national record or a world record. I don't know what it was. I was too busy warming up while he was going, but
he got a standing ovation.
Nice. Yeah, I've also told Jeff that like I will happily go see him lift. During the lifts, I will be looking anywhere else but him. Because if
Nick thinks that for some reason my joints are not good enough to lift heavy weights, even though it's like the only thing I train for. He thinks I'm going to be one of those people where like I'm going to go to squat and my knees are going to go backwards instead of forwards.
So Nick, you're going to be the weird person that goes, hey, in this 12-hour affair, the 5 minutes that I actually give a fuck about, I'm not going to watch those 5 minutes.
Yes.
But I'm also not going to watch the other 10 and a half hours worth of shit either.
Well, I said that. I'm like, because if I see like a bicep or like a hamstring roll up like a fucking zip tie,
you act like I'm not going to fucking off myself the second that happens.
I am never stepping foot in the gym
my God.
again.
If I feel my hamstring roll up to my fucking ass from being torn, I'm just killing myself.
That's the only thing you can do.
He's not even killing himself. His body's just leaving. It just leaves.
You're gonna
It's
like you're gonna
slowly
it's gonna it would happen. You're gonna look at me and we're gonna like make eye contact and then you see me crunch on something and I'm gonna die like a fucking SS officer.
He's gonna go for like an all-time PR and he's gonna fucking have a cyanide capsule in his fucking mouth. Dude, no, because if I see that happen to someone in real life, I'm never setting foot in a gym again. Never. Will not.
I
fucking
wouldn't
become a runner.
if I see it happen, I'll never lift weights again. I'll go to the gym, but I'll never lift weights.
I'm gonna go become a runner. Like, fuck that. I'll completely change my physique and lifestyle and everything to become a runner. I'm not fucking no. That horrifies me to no extent.
And then we had Donald's wedding the next weekend.
Yep.
Where
we'll
some
talk about
wild
Don's wedding.
Oh, yeah, we have no
next
time.
episode.
Yep, because we talked a lot of bullshit nothingness.
well
Well,
it's fine,
actually,
work
actually,
stuff.
we might talk about Don's wedding next week's episode, assuming we're not dead. As I sent Jeff a screenshot of what's happening at 6:30, and it's not good.
Yeah, it's behind you.
Oh, you
I-
sent it in Discord.
Yeah.
You like how I looked around?
Yeah, I'm like, what
I
are
was
you,
like,
what are you looking for?
All right. Thanks everyone for listening to You Hate to See It. Become a patron and watch the
This will be the
unedited
last time you hear
videos.
from Nick and I.
It's starting
Yeah.
again.
We're going solo, baby.